everybody's gonna, oh, everybody's gonna, oh, everybody's gonna, oh, everybody.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
All right. I'm glad them fucking phone calls are over. That shit sucks.
Yeah, it's yeah.
You know what? We should make it Mr. Bones' job to line up who we're going to talk to.
That's
Like
not a
have
bad
him
idea.
Pre-call everybody.
I kind of like that idea. Make him call everybody and vet the stories and vet their connection. And connect to the calls. Okay, we're ready now.
So I would be 100% great with doing phone calls if all I had to do was push a button and there was somebody there that wanted to talk to us instead of listening to 5 people's voicemails before getting to somebody.
Right. So I wonder if there's a way that we could do that with him in the background. You know what I mean? He could.
I wouldn't put that burden on him. Like,
Why?
Because that'd be such a pain in the ass.
For him.
Call all these fucking yoo-hoos to get this set up.
Yeah.
All right. So you made a comment. What?
I don't know. You said you. What did I do this time?
Oh, no, you made a comment on the last episode.
Uh-huh.
And you left it so fucking open-ended, and I started getting messages trying to deal with it. So I just decided not to answer anybody.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So you said you're going on vacation for a month.
Yeah.
What you should have also said is that we're still going to continue recording.
How did I leave it on? If I didn't say I'm not recording, right? We should still be good. We were good last time I was on vacation.
Okay. You've interacted with not all, some of our listeners enough to know.
Right.
Okay. So for the sake of clarity, we're still going to, when you're on vacation, we're still going to record our regular episodes. We're still going to record bonus episodes.
Yep.
Like there'll be no fucking difference. Nobody will even know you're on vacation other than you won't have happy birthday behind you.
Right.
Unless you take it with you.
Oh, that would be awesome. Put it up in every hotel that I stay in. It's not a bad idea.
Okay. So yeah, it's so fucking weird to me. Like, I don't even want to have this conversation again, but I'm going to. So you're going on vacation for a month.
Yeah.
But you don't know where you're going.
I mean, I have an idea, I guess. We're driving out to pick up my mom in Oregon, and we're taking my mom to the Redwoods. And I think we're going to go to Vegas to see Daniel Tosh somewhere in there. And we'll probably go to Texas for something, Arkansas. And I don't know. I mean,
okay. So this is a little different than the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. This is more aligned with what I think is an acceptable vacation. I'm approving your vacation.
Good. I'm glad. What? How so? How is it better?
Because the last time you didn't even know what state you were going to be in. You were just driving.
Oh yeah.
Until you got to the halfway mark, and then you were going to turn around and come home.
Right.
But now you have like very basic plot points along the way. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. What's going to happen in between? I don't know. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that you're going to see Daniel Tosh.
Yeah, I mean, he's not getting any younger. I'm afraid that he's like my favorite comedian, and I'm afraid that I'll never get to see him, and then he'll just retire from comedy or whatever, or die or something. Hopefully he's still funny. I mean, I haven't seen anything new come from for a while, you know.
Where does he have like a residency or something?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's like an official residency, but he's at the I don't remember, one of the casinos in Vegas like all the time. So maybe it is.
When's the last time that you saw your mom?
Oh, I don't know. Probably 10 years, 15 years, maybe. No, it's probably been 10 years.
Are you nervous?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Why? Is it weird that I'm not nervous? Should I be nervous? You think she's going to hit me?
No. So I was just wondering, you know, okay. So your mom left you.
Uh-huh.
And then she came back into your life, what, 10 years ago?
Oh no, she never. No, not really. So she left when I was probably 3 or 4. Didn't
Yeah.
see her again until I graduated high school. Then we drove out and visited her when we got married. So a couple years after that, and then I think I've seen her twice since then, and this will be like the 3rd time. And I don't talk to her that much. My wife talks to her. I don't talk to her that much.
So, do you not talk? Probably a stupid question. Do you not talk to her because, like, the part of your life where you're supposed to form a relationship with your mom, she wasn't around, so
Right.
you never even sucked on her tits or anything.
Right. So either they're the same, but I'm not sure which one came first. I don't talk to her for the same reason I don't talk to anybody. I just don't. I'm not that guy, man. I don't.
Okay, but isn't she the catalyst for why you don't talk to? Like, she is a big part of the reason why you are the way you are.
Oh, for sure. Well, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So how can you? I can understand not being nervous, right? If you don't care if you ever talk to her again or not, of course you're not nervous, because it would be no different than, are you nervous that you're going to pass a stranger in the hallway? No.
Right.
How the fuck? Why do I care? But there's got to be something. Are you so far removed from the emotion of your mom abandoning you that it's like it doesn't even matter anymore? It's not even a thing inside of you?
Yeah.
Or is it just pushed down so much that it's going to explode and you're going to slaughter your family Chris Benoit style?
Man, that'd be awesome. So, no, I don't think it matters. So other than like for very specific reasons, I don't really care if I talk to anybody ever again. Like if you just, every relationship that you have, if it ends, okay. I mean, if this relationship that we have ends, then I don't have a podcast anymore. That kind of sucks. But other than my wife and kids, like I don't really care that much.
Okay. All right. I don't know if this is shtick or real.
Me neither.
Okay. So podcast aside,
Yeah.
So podcast aside, you don't think you would ever send me a message or talk to me ever again?
Oh no, I would. But so no podcast means I would send you a message, you would send me a message, whatever. Like we would just kind of like after 6 months, a year, whatever, it would just get less and less and less. And then, right. Yeah.
Kind of like how it did already, except now we have a podcast.
Right. Right. Yeah, exactly. Just imagine the no podcast part. But I mean, that's on you.
How the fuck is it on me?
Stay engaged.
No, I think it's like that with like when you leave a job.
Yeah.
Well, you don't. Well, yeah. When you left your last job,
Yep.
right? So you probably had, when you on your last day, you walk around and you tell everybody, we're gonna stay in touch, man. We're still gonna
we're gonna hang out. I
and,
swear.
and then it's like because I go from job to job like no other, so
All right.
and it's like, yeah, like we're gonna stay in touch and we're gonna just stay connected, and I appreciate everything that you've done, and then it's like 3 days after you're gone, it's like, how things are going, how's everything,
New phone, who this?
and then it goes 2 weeks between messages, and then a month between messages, and then it's like, I don't have anything to say to this fucking person.
So not only that, but the way that my brain works, I literally don't even remember their names or their faces. So I was out and this guy that I remember the name because it's a unique last name. He came up and he came up and you're like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, hey, and he said his name. I'm like, man, that name sounds so familiar, but your face, don't recognize you at all. Dude, we worked together for like 10 years.
So I do this thing, and I'm really, really bad at this. Like when you and I work together, I mean, it happens to me everywhere, but if I work with somebody and I see them every day,
Yeah.
and at work, you always dress a certain way, regardless of if you're a dishwasher, you wear the dishwasher uniform,
Yep.
or if you're an executive vice president, you wear fucking golf pants and a
Right.
shirt, right?
Yeah.
But walking through the mall or something and seeing somebody that you currently work with and they're in different attire,
It's so
my
weird.
brain doesn't connect it. It's like I know that fucking person. Like it's because we share an office, asshole.
We just got off work. I just saw you.
And then I at the last place that I worked, they had a Christmas party every year. And of course, everybody comes with their family and they're all wearing, stupid, nice clothes.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Doug, how are you? Hey, man. Like,
Hey, coworker, how are you doing? So
hello, fellow meat salesman.
I worked with this guy for forever. He wore a hat every day, and he had long hair. Always had long hair. Always wore a hat. I don't know that I ever saw him without a hat. But we worked together for probably 6-7 years side by side, and I saw him outside of work one day without a hat, and he had a fucking mullet. Like, hey, how did I not know you had a mullet? That's the first thing I said to him. How did I not know you had a fucking mullet, dude? What in the fuck is going on here?
So, currently in my current work situation, I'm at home on the weekends, hotel during the week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's apparently a rival meat company or something that also houses their employees in a hotel.
Oh,
So at breakfast every morning, there's the group of my meat team and then the opposing meat team or whatever the fuck they do.
uh-huh.
And this guy has the picture perfect mullet.
Oh,
I mean, it is Billy Ray Cyrus from the neck up.
that's got to be the worst haircut ever. It's making a comeback. I don't even understand that at all.
So I don't have any idea what's making a comeback, what's trending, anything. I don't pay attention to anything. So what I'm wondering is he doing it because it's making a comeback, or is he doing it because he doesn't think it ever left?
How old is he?
I don't fucking know. Like 40-ish.
Oh. So my nephew has a mullet, or he doesn't anymore, but he did. And that's the only reason I say it's coming back. I've seen it like around a little bit if I go out or whatever, but you should see zero mullets ever in, outside of 1980. Like, if I see one, to me, that means it's making a comeback. That's weird. They should be gone. It should have been dead a long time ago.
So I just learned that I shouldn't get my trending advice from you either.
Right. Yeah. My nephew, he's just turned 18 and he has a mullet. If one 18-year-old has a mullet, yeah, it's making a comeback to me in my mind. Because why would one person do that? Why would anybody do that?
Do you find yourself to actively avoid, if something's popular, then you go out of your way not to partake? Is that how you are? Did you ever tight roll your jeans? That's what I'm asking.
No, I did not. So less now, but when I was younger, yes, I was like a douche about it. I mean, I still am a douche, but I mean, like less so now.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, so I hear references to Tiger King all the time. Still never watched it, and like all those other shows that people are talking about, I've never watched them. I don't know if that's because it's popular or I'm just like, eh.
So I do that, and I consider it to be like a flaw of mine. One of my many personality flaws is if Tiger King is a good example. It was being talked about for so much that I made it a point I didn't want to watch it. Yeah. And I don't know if I was trying to go against the grain or I just got tired of hearing about it and I already lost interest.
Sure.
But I think the right phrasing is I've slept on a lot of things that I wished I would have watched. Like I did it with John Wick.
Oh.
Like had no interest in it because everybody was fucking talking about it. I'm like, and then I watched it. I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
This is badass. I've only watched the first one and it was badass. Yeah, I agree. I guess it's just sometimes it's right though, because there's some that like, yeah, I don't know, like they're super popular and it's just like, yeesh, why the fuck was that popular? You know?
No, so I'm not talking about if something is. I don't care if it ended up being good or bad. I'm just asking if you avoided things or avoid things because they're popular.
So, okay. So the way it worked out in my life when I was younger, no, I was all into everything popular. As like my teenage years, I avoided everything popular. And now that I'm older, I just don't try not to do that. I don't give a fuck really anymore. It's less and less now. But no, I never tight rolled my jeans. I think that's the stupidest fucking thing. Like whitewash jeans, tight rolled jeans, like mullets, all the fucking people that had the fades in their hair when Vanilla Ice was big, you know, like. Just,
yeah, I think it just turns out that I'm just a follower. Like, like not. I don't think I am now, but I definitely was so in junior high when I was picked on.
Yeah.
And then I changed schools, and between junior high and high school, I lost a bunch of weight and started getting muscular.
Yeah.
I was still carrying around all the insecurities of being bullied in junior high.
Yeah.
And it was like I was doing everything I could to fit in
Sure.
high school. It like, oh, it's so fucking embarrassing. So I didn't know how to tight roll my jeans, so I just cuffed them because that's what I thought they did. I just cuffed my fucking jeans for the better part of probably 2 weeks before somebody's like,
what are you doing, dude?
"What's wrong with you, dude?"
So it became apparent pretty quickly with me that like no matter how hard I tried to like what was popular and fit in and what, it wasn't happening. It made it worse because it was very obvious that like, yeah, dude, no, you get out of here.
Same thing with me. I didn't mean to cut you off, but especially the first year of high school, because I didn't know who I was. I knew that
Right.
I didn't know who I was. I just knew I didn't want to be the guy that got picked on.
Right.
So it was just me conforming to, it was like I was a fucking chameleon to whoever was standing next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, football, man. I'm a footballer.
Football.
Let's fuck some cheerleaders and shit.
Well, I mean, do those things have to go together?
And then the next day I'm standing by the cheerleaders and I'm like, yeah, let's fuck some footballers.
Go team.
I am really, really glad that I grew out of that. I don't know if all teenagers or young whatever adults go through that, not knowing who they are and just pretending to be somebody or whatever.
Sure.
But
I think so.
where I'm at in my life now, I am much happier. Like, if you don't like me, I don't care. This is me.
Right.
Sorry. Like, deal with it. So
I mean, I think I might even take that a little farther. I'm pretty sure you're not going to like me. It's cool, man. I'm good with it. The more people like me, the more difficult my life is. Then they're going to want to talk to me.
How much of that is you putting up a guard, though? Like a premature excuse as to why you don't have people in your life because you're saying you're actively trying to push them away, or even actively pushing them away.
Mm-hmm. All of it.
Oh.
Yeah, all of it is.
Breakthrough.
I don't know. Is it a breakthrough if I already knew it? So I know how I am. I get overwhelmed too easily, and I'm flaky. So it's easier if I just don't if we just don't communicate at all. Then I know that I'm not going to flake out, and you're going to be like, this fucking guy. But yeah, you can start off by saying this fucking guy. Cool. It's easier that way.
Yeah, I think it's just a defense mechanism.
That's what I just said. It's the only move I got.
I think I broke this wide open.
Right. Don't worry. Me and my mom will have a breakthrough this summer. Everything will be better.
I hope. This may sound a little bad to say out loud, but I hope you break down crying. Like, why did you leave me?
So my mom said she wants to go to, she's never been to the Redwoods. She wants to go to the Redwoods and she wants to take mushrooms in the Redwoods. And my wife said, are you going to take mushrooms with your mom? I don't know. That would be, I don't know. So if I come back from vacation, a completely different person.
Fuck.
You seen these fucking trees, man?
So I know I feel like if I was in your situation, if my mom left me at a firehouse,
Yeah.
my mom would leave me at a Firehouse Subs.
That's where it all started. Your mom left you in a basket at a Firehouse Subs.
So if my mom left me at a firehouse and she's out of my life for 10 years and you don't have those formative years, and like, I can understand you going out there when you got married because I'm assuming you were trying to figure out if you wanted to have a relationship with her because you just didn't know.
Sure.
You wanted to you had animosity and okay, maybe I want to get through this, whatever. And then you interact with her. I'm assuming you interacted with her and you felt nothing because there's no relationship there. But it's like my assumption now is that you don't care and you resent her for what she did. So do you even know why she left your life?
Yeah, because she was like 16 or 17 years old and she was a kid and she was troubled and
now she's doing mushrooms in the woods and she's not troubled?
Right. So okay. If I would have had a kid when I was 16, 17, 18 years old or whatever, I can't. Yeah. Right. So I can't tell you that I would make the right decisions.
I can.
You would make the wrong ones.
I can. I can tell you that if you would have had a kid when you were 16,
yeah,
you still would have raised that kid. You would have done a shitty job, but you still would have tried.
Yeah, but am I doing any less shitty job now? I mean, would it,
No, that was me paying you a compliment.
I know. I was just fucking around. So, okay. So looking at it rationally, I guess, like, yeah, people make mistakes. It's still like, she's still, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, there's something there.
Has she apologized?
Yeah, repeatedly. But
oh, you left that part out. I didn't know that. That makes it all better.
Does it? So I don't know how to put it into words because people just, their first reaction is anger. But hey, I'm not mad. People, when you're a fucking kid, you do dumb kid shit. That's okay. Well, this dumb kid shit just happened to be you had a kid when you were a kid. It happens, man.
Yeah, I can't say I'm not buying it. I think you're being honest. That's fine. You did dumb shit. It's whatever. No fault.
No fault forward.
But there is no reason to us pretend to have a relationship. I wish you the best of luck. Happy trails in the woods by yourself with the mushrooms. I'm not going to join you. Thank you.
Why? Why would I do that? What would be the point?
I said that's what I would do.
Oh, okay, but still, again, why? Why would you do it like that?
I have no interest in having a relationship with somebody that didn't want a relationship with me. I am not going to set myself up to be hurt again.
So
and not only that, there is no no relationship with your mom for a decade during your formative years. There is no relationship there. So why try to build one? And you're not even trying to build one. You said you don't even talk to her.
No, I don't talk to her, but I don't talk to anybody.
Okay, so you're not coming over to my... Okay. You and I talk.
Can I hold on? Can I tell you something before you say this?
Yes.
I told my wife, I said, hey, is there any way we could swing by Kansas while we're on vacation? She said, well, I mean, it's way, way out of the way. I said, well, I really need to get together for like a business meeting so we can write a bunch of shit off for this trip. That last part was a joke. but I really did. I asked her if we could go to Kansas because I felt bad because we were like within 3 minutes of your house and we didn't even stop by, you know, or say, you know.
Which is what I was going to bring up.
Right.
Okay. So, Mr. Steal Your Thunder.
I knew that's where you were going.
Okay, no, but so you and I talk for 4 to 6 hours a week.
Yep.
We have a relationship.
Sure.
Yet you were in the same city that I go to get groceries and you didn't even bother to tell me.
Sure. I did, but not till we were gone.
Right. So how can you then say, I don't remember where I was going with this, but what's that have to do with your mom?
So
That's my question to you. What does my story have to do with your mom?
All right. So if you and my wife talked on the phone a lot and had a relationship, then we probably would have stopped by.
How often does your mom talk to your wife?
I think they talk maybe once a month for a couple hours.
Why? What the fuck does your wife have? What the fuck does your wife have to talk to your mom about?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't.
Does she ever slip up and say things like, you really raised a good kid?
Nope. So I mean, it's not like there's anything wrong with her. She's a nice lady. It's fine.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, if my wife planned all of this, she said to me one day, what do you think about picking up your mom and taking her to the Redwoods? Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Dropping
Redwoods
her
sounds
off
nice.
and leaving her there.
So my mom and my wife planned they just kind of, my wife like let me in on it as a courtesy. just so you know, we're picking up your mom.
If you were walking down the mall and your mom was to walk towards you, do you think you would even recognize her?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I don't think I would. Cut. Take two.
All right. So, we got anything on the board to talk about?
Oh, there's all kinds of shit.
See, these articles are stupid.
Which one?
Just, I put them up. I put it up here.
Oh,
But
all right.
when I put it up here, it's like, oh yeah, this could spark a good conversation.
All right, cool.
So
What do we
let's
got?
test that theory because
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, it's not. I'm going to read the headline. You're going to giggle. Neither one of us are going to be able to think of anything to say, and then I'm going to pull a different headline and repeat.
Okay, go.
Catalytic converter stolen from the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile in Las Vegas.
What when the? I'm very curious what conversation you imagined in your head that would ever spark. Wiener.
No, so to me, it was funny because, okay, it's going to end up happening to me where somebody steals my Cadillac converter. Okay.
Off your Cadillac car.
Right. But it's kind of comical to me that shit is so bad in this country that like that is people's jobs is to go out at night and cut parts off your car.
Just doing my job, sir.
But for it to happen on, I think the Wienermobile is one of the most guarded vehicles in the country.
Is it? They post an armed guard 24 hours a day. So, as you know, somebody at where I work had their catalytic converter stolen during the day, like in
the
broad
parking
daylight.
lot.
Yeah, in the parking lot.
That is awesome. Like,
Is it?
yes. Okay, so what is it, like uranium or plutonium or something that's inside the
Uranus. It's
No,
they
what is
take
it?
out Uranus. Platinum.
Okay. So why don't they just make them out of something that's not as valuable as platinum? Stupids.
Oh, gee, you're a genius. So I think we should start. Do you think we could sell our own catalytic converters? Our own brand of Who's Right catalytic converters made out of lead?
You don't maybe I'm the only one that appreciates it, how much work it is to you got to have a Sawzall.
Uh-huh.
So when you go to work, you have to make sure your batteries are charged. You they probably have a creeper. They have to have a flashlight. How ballsy it is to go and just start cutting up somebody's vehicle in their driveway
So
to sell
crazy.
it for uranium or platinum.
How much do they get? How much does a catalytic converter go for?
I think it depends on the size of the vehicle that they take it from. Because I believe, I don't know shit about converters or
Catalytic
Cadillacs,
or otherwise.
but it seems like it only happens on bigger size trucks.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't know if that's because only bigger size trucks have them or they have more of the plutonium inside of them.
Or there's more ground clearance underneath for fat people to get under and steal their shit.
Okay, you know what? See,
I'm
this
curious.
fucking headline got us somewhere. We're going to look into.
Good job. Good job pulling that one. I want to know what the average catalytic converter goes for, scrap price, and how many catalytic converters per hour you can get. I want to know what the minimum wage for catalytic converter theft is.
Reported catalytic converter thefts increased by 325% in the last 2 years. The reason for stolen converters is the rhodium.
So it's not
Palladium?
even platinum.
The rhodium, palladium, and platinum used in these parts are valuable, and rhodium can go for $20,000 per ounce, according to the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
$20,000 an ounce? Holy fucking, I'm going to start stealing catalytic converters, I think. Jeez.
Okay, so I was way the fuck off. Which cars are most likely to have their catalytic converter stolen? Hybrid cars like the Toyota Prius have higher standards for cleaning emissions, so their converters are more expensive and are primarily targeted by thieves. Like, it's like the smallest fucking car. Older rides produced after 1974 also have more metals inside their catalytic converters and luxury models like Lamborghinis and Ferraris.
So if you buy a Ferrari, you're buying luxury metals in your catalytic converter. Good for you, I guess. So weird.
Catalytic converters typically have just a few combined grams of these metals that would still fetch a price of at least a few hundred, possibly up to $1,000 a piece.
Holy fucking hell.
So let's just start, like, okay, we don't make enough of our podcast, but we can do podcasting and catalytic converter stealing.
Yeah, every car has one. Every car is a potential.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking for, so I'm just going to cut off anything shiny and then take that to the pawn shop. Dude, that's a fucking handle. What are you doing with a handle?
What? That has gas in it. Why don't you bring me a gas tank? Is there catalytic converter stuff in a steering wheel? I'll take that too. I don't care.
Okay, do you think right now, if I set a timer for 60 seconds,
Yeah.
that you could go to your car and point out the catalytic converter?
No, of course not.
It's got to be by the muffler, right?
I think it's right before the muffler.
Okay, so we just take the muffler all the way up to wherever the muffler connects to the engine.
Yeah,
It's got to be
like
in there
as tall
somewhere.
that's like as tall as I am. That whole thing is like as big as I'm just walking down the street. It's like one of those dogs with a big stick in its mouth that can't fit through the door. So, how about, do they take them out of, like at a junkyard? Do they take them out immediately? Is that the first thing they do when they get a car in?
I don't know. I don't know.
So,
sometimes I get pretty frustrated with myself because I'm, like real men know about cars.
Uh-huh.
And not only do I not know, I don't have any interest in learning. I the same as you, I know,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it bothers me sometimes. Like if I'm sitting in the break room at the meat shop, and everybody start talking about their horsepowers and their converters. So Doug, what about you? I don't watch football. I don't know what you fucking homos are talking about.
I don't watch football. We're talking about changing brakes. What are you doing? Yeah, car stop when I push lever. I don't know, man. I was just
my car starts ticking and I throw it away and get a different car.
Right. So I thought the goal was to like be in a position in life where you make enough money to where you pay people to do the things that you don't want to do. That should be the goal, right? I have no interest in working on cars. I work with people who make good money who still go home and change their own brakes. That seems retarded to me. You made it. You're here. Pay somebody to do that shit for you.
So I had a conversation with my dad. This is back when I was in high school, when I was first learning to drive.
Uh-huh.
And I asked my dad if he could teach me how to change the oil in my car.
Uh-huh.
And I resent him to this day for what he said, which is, I don't want to teach you how to change the oil in your car. I want to teach you a work ethic so you make enough money to pay somebody to do it for you.
Why would you resent him? That's the right answer.
No, it's not. One, I just think it's because my dad didn't know how to change the fucking oil.
He was trying to make it all noble. Trying to teach you a lesson, son.
No, what you should teach your kids is to be self-sufficient and instill a work ethic in them that there's some people that relaxes them. Going out and working on their car relaxes them.
That it makes me anxious to think that somebody gets relaxed by that. That's how bad that is. So stupid.
But you don't tell somebody who obviously doesn't have a future in front of them that I'm not going to teach you to work with your hands.
So your dad was just trying to help the economy. That's how all of this works. You make money to pay somebody else who uses that money to pay somebody else. You're in the business of building the economy. You're doing the right thing. Good job. If you do it all yourself, you're hurting the economy.
You're stupid. Okay, catalytic converters, check.
Check and check.
And another fucking thing.
Oh boy.
So if my dad would have taught me about changing my oil and where catalytic converters are, I wouldn't have to sell fucking meat.
You can sell catalytic converters. How hard do you think it could be to figure out where a catalytic converter is? This business is easy.
That's fine. I'm sure with a quick few taps of my mouse, I could figure out where it is. That doesn't mean I'm going to know what to do with it once I cut it off.
I'm sure there's a YouTube video.
I could try to sell it back to the person I stole it from. Like
a ransom. You steal your catalytic converter and then put those little letters on the paper with the ransom note. The profit margins are low because it takes about 12 hours to make one of those notes.
Okay.
Okay.
So now what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Eminem heading to court? I never heard about that. I never heard about that.
Okay.
Tell me all about it.
This made me think less of Eminem.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so I am a big Eminem fan.
Sure.
All right. So there's apparently some podcast not related to him at all.
Oh, okay.
It's called Reasonably Shady. And it's like just two fucking girls talking about shit.
Okay.
Well, they went to go put out merch for their podcast.
Uh-huh.
And he is suing them because, so I'll read this here.
Oh my God.
The show has received 5 million downloads in less than 2 years, and it looks like the two housewife celebrities decided to celebrate the milestone by solidifying its name as a trademark. Reasonably Shady hosts filed the trademark with the intent of selling merchandise under the podcast name. The duo plan on selling products such as water bottles, lip gloss, sweatshirts, hats, jackets, and socks, all by Reasonably Shady. That's when the Real Shady team reacted and filed the opposition to that move, claiming that his brand would be damaged if the trademark was granted.
What an ass.
It's so fucking gay. Like, okay, so you're going to fucking rape your mom and burn down your house and all the other shit, you know. You're such a fucking Detroit street thug hard ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
You will go out of your way to ruin anybody's career if they so much as mention your daughter's name. That's how much of a fucking hard ass you are.
Right.
But these two fucking sluts decide that they're going to have a podcast and use the name Shady, which that word fucking existed before you started rapping, you cocksucker. It's stupid to me.
Yeah. It's just a bitch thing to do. It really is just a bitch thing to do. Like, as if this is going to make any difference in your sunsetting career. You know what I mean? Like, you made your money. You made an imprint on the culture. You did all, whatever. What are you doing now? Now you're just an old bitch at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was very disheartening.
Yeah.
It's like when Kevin Smith started crying on Twitter. I felt the same way.
Which time? It's like
I said when he started.
Once a week. Oh, when he started.
I can't wait till we get to that.
We're crying on Twitter.
Yeah, or suing people.
Who would? Okay, is there anything that somebody could do to make us sue them?
Yes.
What?
I said when I can't wait till I get to that point.
Oh, you were serious. All right. Who are you going to sue? For what?
I don't know. I have to wait till I get to that point to know what it is, but I just can't wait to get there.
The only way that I would even ever consider suing someone is if if I was damaged in some way, like if they literally took money from me or
No, you're missing the point, man. You're not listening to me. Okay. Do you think that when Eminem lived in a fucking trailer park and he just came up with the name Slim Shady?
Yeah.
If somebody would have said, hey, do you think that if there's a podcast called Reasonably Shady that you'll sue them? He'll be like, no, I'm just trying to get my fucking music out there. That's all I care about. Like, it never would have been on his radar to even think of suing anybody at that point for anything.
Right.
Okay. Now he's at the point of his career where all he has to do is think about his brand.
Right. Ugh.
Okay. So we are not at that point right now. We don't have a brand to think about. I can't wait until we get to the point where we have something that's all we care about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Gotcha.
Okay. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck if somebody put out Who's Right Coffee right now at this very moment. I wouldn't care.
How hilarious would that be? I'd probably promote it.
No, and that's exactly what we would do.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, like 99% of the decisions that we make are bad business decisions because we just do it because it's kind of funny. You know what I mean? If we can get like one person to fucking chuckle, it's worth blowing up the whole thing.
Kind of like when we promote a party.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we're taking ad reads. I mean, that was an ad read. We went against all of our values. But we sold out for this guy's party.
The good thing, though, is that we're getting into yard sale season, so we'll see some more of that big yard sale money.
I can't wait for that. I'm excited about yard sales and estate sales. Oh, God, it's going to be awesome. We need to get back to that Whitefish, Montana guy promoting his used lift sale business or whatever the fuck
high
that
lifts?
was. Yeah, whatever the hell that was. I thought that was hilarious. We're just randomly putting a picture of some guy and giving his business address. Oh God. Do you think
Anyway.
do you think it's time to rebrand our
Yes.
Patreon again?
So we did. We already rebranded, but nothing changed.
Oh, I already forgot.
What was it? Remember like first degree Dougal-O, second degree Dougal-O?
Oh yeah, I forgot. But we forgot to change it on the,
Right.
on the official Patreon. Oh, crazy, crazy how that works.
What else we got? It's enough of Eminem. So gay.
Has he put out any new music lately? You listen to it? Is it still any good?
Yeah, I still like it.
I haven't listened to anything new that he's put out in a little bit. So
Okay, ready for this?
yeah.
McDonald's says it will remove a McCrispy ad opposite a crematorium that's been called tasteless.
When I read this, I thought they were going to remove the McCrispy because it was tasteless. Like these things taste like shit.
See, that's okay. It's obviously not stupid pop-ups. It's I don't understand why there's an issue with this sign. I get the connection, crematorium, McCrispy.
Yeah.
McCrispy.
Yeah.
But it's a coincidence. It's
Yes.
a bus stop, and
Yep.
on the side of the bus stop is a poster for McCrispy.
Yep.
Why would they move their sign? Why wouldn't they make them move the crematorium?
What would be even funnier is if some vandal somehow painted the arrow pointing down at the McCrispy sign. That would be funnier. And how did it come about that they were changing? Somebody complained?
Yeah.
Who has such a like an abundance of time that they would call McDonald's corporate and complain about where they placed an advertisement because it was too close to something else? Like, who does that? Fucking butt lickers. What's wrong with these people?
So who does that? There's a lot of shit that happens like that.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, I need to gather my thoughts. This anytime I talk about McDonald's, I always get emotional. No, okay, so why is that not the answer? When you're fucking McDonald's corporate or crematorium, big crematorium, you get a phone call and it's some lady bitching that there's a McDonald's sign for McCrispy right next to the. Like, shut the fuck up! Hang up.
Or you could just politely ignore her or decline, like, okay, thanks for your input, and then move on. Nothing. You don't have, like, humoring these people is why we are here, right? Because they always do it. Every single time some stupid person calls, McDonald's freaks out and everything changes. It's stupid. Just tell them no. Don't humor idiots.
No.
Yes. See, that would be perfect. You know, there's a crematorium, blah, blah. As soon as I say crematorium, just like, no. Yeah, just no. What does this have anything to do with the Big Mac? We only field questions about the Big Mac.
Why do you think it is? Why do you think it is that, okay, I understand why people call and complain because they're bored and their life sucks.
Yep.
But why do you think that the corporations or companies or whoever gives their complaints any weight? Do you think that McDonald's, like, they had a meeting somewhere and just said, yeah, this isn't worth the bad publicity, so we're going to take it down?
Yes. That's exactly what I think. What do they have, like PR firms and damage control and all that kind of crap? Every PR firm.
They can throw boiling hot water or boiling coffee on people's fucking pussies
Right.
and burn them to their leg bones.
Right.
And they'll fight that all day long. We don't need another pussy burn situation.
So I think they hire these lawyers, and in like a lawyer world, it's easier just to take down the sign. Like, that's the answer. There's no like principles involved. They don't really think it through like we're giving in. They're thinking in terms of what's the easiest so we don't have to deal with any of this. The easiest thing is to try to appease everybody all the time.
Okay, so then why don't we just go for a payout?
From McDonald's?
Any of them, all of them.
Okay.
We'll just do a mass lawsuit against all fast food restaurants and say that we found a mouse in our burger all at the same time.
Class action lawsuit, but like in reverse,
Right.
reverse class action lawsuit, just us two versus everybody. And we send out letters that say, if you don't want to be a part of this class action lawsuit, if you don't want us to say we found a mouse in your burger, you have to reply to this letter.
No, you have to forward it on to a local mom and pop burger shop.
Yes. The burden is you have to push the burden onto somebody else. We have to have so much burden. If you don't want to fit in the box, you got to pass it on.
So there's got to be something that we can do to get me not to have to work.
Agreed.
Like I don't care if it's illegal. I don't care if it turns out just to be catalytic converters and burger lawsuits. Then that's what it is. What if I sue McDonald's for finding a catalytic converter in my burger? How big are they?
Burgers or catalytic converters?
Converters.
I don't know. They said there's only a few grams. Sprinkle a few grams of palladium or whatever you said onto your burger and sue McDonald's. Oh, there's got to be something, right? It's so okay. Is the answer stealing catalytic converters, or is the answer somehow content creation and we just haven't figured out the correct content yet?
No, it's not content creation.
Okay. Oh, that's all. That's all you got. That's all you got. So, why not?
Because we're not good enough at it.
That's not
Just
true.
the fact that we're having a conversation about that we're not good enough at it proves that we're not good enough at it.
No, I don't believe that for a minute.
Okay. In desperation, I just read an article about somebody stealing a car part off the Wienermobile.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Uh-huh. Tell me more.
But what did you say? This is going to spark a conversation. And I said, no, it's not, you fucking idiot. And then we talked about it for 20 minutes. So you win. Yes, that's good job.
Okay. That's fine. I'll give you content creation, just not good content creation.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
I never said it had to be good. Let's just create something binge worthy.
Okay. Why don't we just create content that goes on Netflix? We haven't tried that.
All right. What's it take to get on Netflix? Let's do it. You got to have money. Do you have to pay to get on Netflix, or do they pay you?
They pay you.
Fuck it. Let's make a pilot.
Okay.
Hamilton and Piccolo on Netflix.
All right.
Oh, okay. What? That was easy.
So that's the fucking problem. We're
All right.
not, I'm not going to say we're not creative, but
Yeah.
we're not.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, okay, listen to, and another fucking thing. Okay. Your suggestion for us to quit working is to create content to put on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Can't even say that without laughing.
Hold on. No, it's fine. I'm with you. I'm still with you. I'm going to tell you where you lose me.
Okay.
Your first suggestion is Hamilton and Piccolo, which we have nothing to do with. We don't write it.
Right. Well, you think the
Which
guys that make all the
proves
money
my-
on Netflix write everything? They don't write it.
Which proves my initial point that we are not going to be the ones that come up with the content. So the best thing that can happen out of this is that Evan gets a Netflix deal and hopefully he gives us a part.
Yeah, likeness rights. I'm still wondering who's going to play Piccolo in the Netflix adaptation. I hope it's like fucking Ryan Reynolds. That's who I want to play me in the Netflix adaptation of Hamilton and Piccolo. It
So
could be Ryan Reynolds and Kevin James. You can be Kevin. Perfect.
I'd be okay with that.
Be funny.
Kevin James is a badass, man.
He's hilarious.
No, I mean, he's a badass.
Okay. He's funny, but I don't know about badass.
Okay. Haven't you ever seen Here Comes the Boom?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, all right. So Evan's getting a Netflix special. Cool.
Okay. What was that? That was McDonald's?
Sure. Why not?
Here. Move that to complete. Check.
All right.
Okay. So we can try this Kavanaugh thing, but I don't know if there's anywhere to go with it.
Okay.
I'm letting
See what happens.
that's my cue to you to lead because you're the one that put it on here. So I figured you wanted to drive it.
No, I'm not. I don't even know what this is. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
No, it's not.
It says right here. Doug, attached.
You're out of your fucking mind.
I'm waiting for you to catch up.
No, I've got it open. It
So
says
do I.
Anthony attached. February 19th at 7:28.
You are such a liar. If you would have just left out the date and time, you might have got me.
Why?
Because it's the exact same date and time that you added it.
Okay, well then, if you don't, okay, look, complete.
Hold on, I'm opening it so we can talk about it. I don't know anything about it.
You know who Kavanaugh is?
Yeah.
So that girl that accused him of rape.
Yeah.
It was all she confessed that she lied about everything.
That is so awesome. So does he get an apology now and money? That whole thing was so fucked.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. Was that the one that did Trump appoint him?
I think so.
Oh shit! Now I know how this. So Beck sent this in. Becky.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Becky. Yeah, I was looking forward to talking about this.
Thanks, Becky.
Anyway, wasn't that Trump's appointee or something?
I think so. And they tried to smear him as an alcoholic and a rapist and it's the worst thing that ever happened. And
okay,
it was just bitching and bitching and bitching for months.
Here's my question. And this is a legit question.
All right.
So you have a president, whether you like him or hate him, whatever. He was the president and he had his job to do, which is appoint a Supreme Court nominee.
Right.
And then the other side, the Democrats in this case, fabricated everything to try to ensure that his nominee would not be placed.
Yep.
Now it comes out that this girl lied. It was all a fabrication.
Sure.
Why does that not cause a civil war and an upheaval?
It should. And not only that, but it was all around the same time that they've been talking about, okay, there's a mismatch in the Supreme Court. So the answer is we need to expand the Supreme Court now that we're in power so we can appoint more of our own people. It's like I can't even wrap my head around how you could say that out loud and think that you have any integrity at all. Like the system is working how it's supposed to work. The other side is gaining some ground. Well, we have to put a stop to them gaining ground by changing the rules of the system. It's a fucked up thing to think. And they think they're in the right. And then to find out, the plan was to frame this guy for fucking rape and smear him, and everything's fine. We'll just move on from it.
Schmear
Him, give him a pap smear, and then we'll just move on.
Okay, that brings up another question.
All right.
What is a pap smear?
I think it's where you get 2 fingers in your vagina, right? And then they pull it out and smell it, make sure everything's okay.
So when I hear the words pap smear,
Yeah.
I picture somebody like rubbing pussy lips back and forth for some reason, like you're spreading cream cheese on a pussy. But I don't know what. I'm gonna look it up.
No, it's 2 fingers. They put it in, and they pull it out, and then they smell the fucking cream.
Cream.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's like a smell thing.
Hey, your pussy doesn't pass the smell test.
It's kind of yeasty.
A pap smear involves collecting cells from your cervix,
See, I told you.
the lower narrow end of your uterus that's at the top of your vagina. I thought that was your clit. I had so much to learn. Detecting. Okay, why it's done. Who? Okay. I just want to know how to do one.
No, I want to know why. Why do they smell the juice? Why do they smell this cream?
Okay. Pap test. A speculum is inserted. A reculum. A speculum is inserted into the vagina to widen it. Then a brush is inserted into the vagina to collect cells from the cervix. Ew.
No, they
Like
just
Like a toilet brush?
no. The brushes is what the gay doctors do. The real doctors use their fingers.
They use combs.
They pull it out of that blue water.
Like the blue barbershop water.
Yes.
The cells are checked under a microscope for signs of disease. So you were wrong. There's no smelling involved in a pap smear.
I don't know if that's true. I this newfangled way of looking at it under a microscope. This back in the old days before they had microscopes, it was all smell test.
Okay. One of the things that I've told you in private that I want to get away from using Google just because it's so biased.
Right. Absolutely.
But one of the great things about Google is how it auto-populates questions based on your last question. Okay, so I typed in what is a pap smear, and that's where I got the speculum thing.
Yeah.
Right below it, what can you not do during a pap smear? Like, wouldn't that be...
Try not to cough, please.
No, like dodgeball. You can't play dodgeball during a pap smear.
But what if? But it's the last game of the tournament.
How you prepare. To ensure that your pap smear is most effective, follow these tips prior to your test. Avoid intercourse, douching, or using any vaginal medicines or spermicidal foams, creams, or jellies for 2 days before having a pap smear, as these may wash away or obscure abnormal cells. What hurts after a pap smear? Your pussy, stupid.
Black cock.
It also hurts before a pap smear.
Right.
Okay. Can we be honest?
Can we offer pap smear services? Is that what you're going to say?
No, I have no interest ever. I've never had any interest in being an OBGYN.
You're not a woman. You can't be an OBGYN if you're not a woman.
Yes, you can. A pussy doctor?
Yeah, they won't give you the certification.
False. Yes.
No, they won't. They know you're a creep. No, you don't get this. This is for women.
Anyway, I've never had any interest in being that. Like,
okay.
That always seems like it would be the worst job to go into. Nobody ever goes to the doctor because their pussy's in good shape.
Can you check this out? It's nice and sweet and tight.
So you have your annual checkups.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there you might see a decent pussy.
Uh-huh.
But then everything else is just, it smells funny, or there's cottage cheese in it, or whatever the fuck is going on.
God.
Ugh.
I wonder.
It'd like being a foot doctor. That'd be fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that would. Ugh. Yeah, nobody goes to the foot doctor for fucking. Hey, look at these things. You know, they look nice. Like that doesn't happen. Huh.
Okay, so that was Kavanaugh.
Okay. So they really do. I'm being serious. They don't use their fingers for the pap smear. I thought they used
there's
their
no
fingers.
fucking fingers in the pap smear.
I thought it was a finger deal. Weird.
No. Yeah, that's what's weird.
No, I've been lied to my whole life by my brain because I just assumed it was fingers.
All right, you want to attempt to record some what happens next?
Yeah.
All right. So if you're listening to this or if you're watching this live, I'm going to put up another link. And then, or actually, we could just do it on here, couldn't we? You want to just do that? Or do you want to do
Sure.
it separate?
No, we can do it on here. I have to pee, but I mean, yeah, we can do it on
No,
here.
we'll stop it. Just start another stream to make it easier on Mr. Bones.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll send something out over Patreon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.